What's up everybody? Damon here filling in for Nars, and in today's gaming news, some big changes are reportedly on the way for GTA 6 and fans aren't sure how they feel about it. The Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake has been apparently frozen in carbonite, and Multiversus is having an absolutely enormous beta launch. This is your daily fix. Grand Theft Auto 6 will reportedly feature a female playable character in its campaign for the first time since the original GTA stole our hearts in 1997. In another huge change for the series, Rockstar apparently plans to launch the game with a single city, but add more locations over time through updates. So it sounds like it'll be more of a live service game that maybe combines what GTA 5 and GTA Online were into just one experience. This all comes from a report by Bloomberg, whose sources say the new playable female character will be Latina. She will reportedly be half of a pair of bank robbers in a story influenced by real-life criminals Bonnie and Clyde. If these sources are to be believed, the launch version of GTA 6 will begin with fictionalized Miami, can I get a yeah for the return to Vice City, but will be updated with, quote, new missions and cities on a regular basis. That launch version apparently already includes more interior locations than any previous GTA. GTA 6 is currently planned for release sometime between the spring of 2023 and spring 2024, but Bloomberg's sources are skeptical it will make even that large release window due to multiple changes on the dev team and bottlenecks in production. The hotly anticipated sequel will also likely have a very different tone than previous GTAs. Rockstar is supposedly focusing on making fewer jokes that, quote, punch down at marginalized groups. Next year will mark 10 years since the original release of GTA 5, which is the second best-selling game of all time, behind only Minecraft. Very few entertainment products in history have enjoyed the financial success that GTA 5 has. That's why the question of whether or not GTA 6 can repeat that success will be one of the most fascinating gaming stories to follow over the next few years. GTA fans seem a little wary of these big changes, mostly with the new approach to humor and satire. Part of the series' entire appeal is that it never seemed to care who might be offended by its over-the-top send-up of American culture. If GTA 6 arrives and it feels like it's lost some teeth, like it's walking on eggshells, trying not to ruffle too many feathers, longtime fans might not find the GTA fix they've been waiting over 10 long years for. But as I said, this will be a big story that we'll be following for years to come.
We will watch your career with great interest.
In other news, development on the upcoming remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has reportedly been paused indefinitely.
You were the chosen one!
According to Bloomberg, again, Texas-based studio Aspire's recent presentation of a KOTOR demo didn't land as well as it could have when it was shown to Lucasfilm and Sony. This has led to Aspire telling employees that the project will be put on pause and that it would look for, quote, new contracts and development opportunities. Additionally, Aspire fired the remake's art director, Brad Prince, and design director, Jason Miner. The latter reportedly said on social media channels that the dismissal was unexpected. Aspire has been working on the remake of the 2003 Star Wars RPG for the last 3 years before finally announcing the game last September at that really good PlayStation State of Play. Remember that?
They must be stopped.
Good times. However, after presenting a demo to its production partners Lucasfilm and Sony, employees then learned of the development pause and the 2 firings. Aspire's studio heads reportedly told staff that the vertical slice, quote, wasn't where they wanted it to be and that the project would be paused. Can you imagine working on something every day for 3 years? Something that millions of people around the world are excited about, and then one day you're just like, nah, that's on pause, let's look for something else to do. While Aspire's future involvement in the project remains unclear, Aspire's parent company, Embracer, announced back in May that Saber Interactive would assist on the project, and some Aspire employees believe Saber may take over the project completely. This sounds like a case of Aspire biting off more than it could chew. The studio is more of a publishing and porting house than a developer of AAA games. It made its name porting games from Windows to Mac OS way back in the day. It ported KOTOR and Jade Empire to mobile, and in 2015 it updated KOTOR 2 on Steam and ported it to iOS. But developing a huge game from the ground up, that's something Aspire doesn't seem to have a lot of experience with. Hopefully the KOTOR remake can one day escape development hell. And finally today, brand new platform fighter Multiversus is already hitting huge player numbers and climbing towards the tops of console charts. After launching into open beta yesterday, the new fighting game from Warner Bros. Has seen some staggering numbers, reaching a peak of 144,456 concurrent players yesterday on Steam alone. This puts the game ahead of the likes of Warframe, Rust, and even Destiny 2. A free-to-play multiversal crossover game starring the likes of Batman, Bugs Bunny, and Shaggy, Multiversus has already proven to be an extremely popular alternative to Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Multiversus is also proving to be very popular on consoles, with the game creeping into the Xbox Most Played list. It's also currently sitting at second place in the Xbox Series X and S top free games, right behind Fall Guys. On PlayStation, it's a similar story, appearing second on the PS5 Most Downloaded list, only beaten to the top spot by that cat game, Stray, itself a free download for PS Plus subscribers, and something I'm personally enjoying quite a lot. It looks as though Multiversus' free-to-play status, as well as the popularity of its characters, has created the perfect combo to give it an edge. We'll have to follow how the player numbers look in the coming months to get a better idea of how popular the new fighting game will really be in the long run. For now, it looks as though Warner Bros. Has a winner on its hands. And that, my friends, was your daily fix for Wednesday, July 27th. I'm Damon Hatfield, and now I have to prep for shooting this week's episode of Next Gen Console Watch. We'll be discussing the recent MetaQuest 2 price hike and whether or not a similar fate could be in store for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Catch the episode this Friday, right here on IGN.